we were in a great place with Ashley. We had she'd been seeing her son regularly, and building a wonderful relationship back again of trust. We had gone to the Toledo Zoo Lights together. Then we also went to my folks to celebrate Christmas after Christmas, and that was the last picture that was taken of her. And there were just so many great things going on. We were thrilled 2020 was over, and at about 11:30 New Year's Day, I got the call from her boyfriend that she'd been taken to the hospital, and the last he had known was that they had gotten a pulse and she was stable, but then he got another call saying she wasn't. And so I had to arrange for the kids to go. I had to drive alone there, and got there, and the first thing that the doctor told me was that she was brain dead. If it would have been up to me, we would have taken her off right away, but I had to consider two things. I had to consider the fact that Keegan, who is 11, going to be 12 in March, who's gone through so very much, I had to consider how angry he might be, and I had to figure out what he would want. And then also the fact that she was an organ donor on her driver's license, and I wanted to honor that. So due to that, we had to watch excruciatingly as they had fluids going into her, and her kidneys shut down. Her body blew up like a Goodyear blimp, and slowly, and it was really horrendous to watch and to know that the machines were just keeping her alive. But it was a gift of grace as well, because when my first daughter passed, I didn't, even though she wasn't there, she was there, where they wouldn't let me touch Christina's body. I only got to kiss her on the forehead. And so this time it allowed my mother's heart to be able to grieve in a whole different way. That really helped because of the COVID. I think that's the only good thing that COVID's ever given me, because they wouldn't let anybody else up in the room. And that was actually a blessing. So I had a lot of time with her. I had time to sing our songs to her, recite passages of the Bible, and just to talk to her, and Christina too. And to kid with them, to tell Christina that she needs to get out of God's lap for a while and let her sister in there, because Christina was always trying to get attention. Just things like that just left me that day. And then the next day we planned on having her taken off after her son. He came in the room. He asked, it was really touching to watch Lila and Keegan embrace, because normally Keegan is always like not wanting Lila. He wants to do his thing, let Lila do hers. In this case, he said, "Where's Lila?" And I said, "Well, I didn't think you'd, well, I want Lila in here with me." "Okay." And then they just ran into each other's arms and just hugged each other so tight, and started asking questions. And then he said, "My mommy's breathing." And I'm like, "No, that's the machines doing the breathing for her. She's up in heaven now, and she doesn't feel anything, Keegan. She's got a super body now. We're gonna all have super bodies someday, but she's in her super body now. She's not here." He says, "So the machines are doing this?" And I said, "Yeah." And he says, I don't like this." He said, he says, can we take her off? And I said, yeah, we can take her off. And that lifted a weight from me.